What would you say to Greta Thunberg if you met her?
So Greta, she actually lives now in the same country as where I am, right? Greta is an interesting person. I've never met her. My sense is she's very, very honest and very concerned and very clearly impressed, just like most other kids that I meet. You see all this terrible news on TV. You get this impression we're just about to die. And she's made that point very clear. There is no future for us. Why should I study when there's no when I might be dead because of global warming by adulthood? That makes a lot of sense. I think the first point I would make, just as we talked about before, for more general, this is not the end of the world. It is incredibly important to understand this means the world will get a lot better by the end of the century, but because of global warming, it'll get slightly less, a lot better. It'll slow down betterness, if you will. That's a very different point than saying this is the end of the world. Obviously, it's still a problem because we'd like the betterness to become as fast as possible. We'd like our grandchildren to have as much opportunity as possible. Climate change will slow the growth of human well-being, and therefore we should still do something about it, but it's much, much less. So I think that's the factual conversation I would try to have with her, because I think everything that she pushes for, and I think what most people push for, flows from that. If you think we're doomed, you will obviously say we should do everything we can. If you realize what the climate science is actually telling us is climate change is a problem, but a reasonably manageable problem, you would realize it's more like all the other problems we face. There's about 1 billion people who are hungry. There's almost 700 million people who are poor. There's 2 billion people who don't have access to clean drinking water and sanitation and electricity. All that. There are lots of other problems in the world. We should fix all of those, and we need to balance our efforts to deal with all of those.